Alright. Welcome back to Silent Hill F. Where we left off this morning, we had just completed the ending of the game, or at least the first ending, whatever you want to call it, where Hinako, the two Hinakos fought, and the one that wanted to lash out against the world came out on top, causing a massacre at the wedding venue. So, this time, we're going to be doing something quick and dirty. The second ending we'll be going for is considered kind of the joke ending, or literally called the UFO ending. So we're going to see some teasers of things to come, but nothing concrete.
ねえねえ、知ってる？女の人はお嫁さんになるのが仕事なんだって。
仕事じゃないよ。ひなこはお嫁さんになりたくないの？
でもお父さんに言われるとなりたくなくなる。
宿題と同じだね。
やれって言われるとやる気なくす。
お待たせ。
I feel that to a degree.
お姉ちゃん。何かいいことでもあった？
I've heard that it's like a neurospicy, a neurodivergent. When people with authority try to force you to do something, you get that drive for autonomy, that denial of authority. I don't know if that's true for all people who are neurodivergent. My lips are moving in funny ways right now. But it's certainly true for me. And you may notice something different. Aside from the dialogue being kinda different, Hinako also appears to still have the fox brooch. This song is such a banger. I think it's up there with Go Tell Aunt Rhody from Resident Evil 7. This song just evokes a sense of discomfort. Just kind of sets your hair on end. I kind of want to see someone do this scene, but instead of this music, they put Viva La Vida over it. I used to rule the world. Or maybe Fallen Kingdom. I think that could also be funny. Just sort of that desolate isolation. And here we have Hinako's father selling her in marriage.
あのひな子がね。あいつは本当に高校娘だ。 何しろおかげで借金は全て返せる。二度と金に困らずに済むぞ。
お父さんやめてくださいよ。ひなこに聞こえますよ。
Treating her like an object. So now that we've completed the game, we know this is about an arranged marriage. They don't really bother hiding it. Yes, it's this arranged marriage that drives Hinako out to go talk to someone to vent her frustrations in the beginning of the game. But there's more to it than that. So in New Game Plus, we also have all of the information we previously did, excluding puzzle information, of course, as well as certain key items. Formidable foes, an intimidating monster that appears in Shiramuko, a traditional white wedding kimono. It uses their grand fox arm to compel others to obey. It looks down on me and denies my existence, but at the same time, it pities me, like it thinks it's better than me or something. Don't look down on me, you're no better. And that's very literal. It is the same person. That is Hinako. But an older Hinako that has given up on this freedom, this sense of identity that she's built up over her childhood, the years that she has lived, and has given that up in favor of comfort, of having that power of the man who she marries, that wave of the hand. Hey, so I didn't get to finish like the last 20 minutes of the last stream. Lol. That is okay. You can go back and watch at any time. This is New Game Plus. There are some minor spoilers, but it's basically the beginning of the game again, and the ending we are going for should not really change anything. You may see some new dialogue, some new items and stuff, but New Game SNUS, Snail Plus, exactly. But we're not going to be playing through the entire game because we are shooting for what is called the UFO ending, or the joke ending. So it will be very quick. I think we should be able to get it within a single stream. So I'm not too worried. About spoilers and stuff. I mean, I suppose there are some. For instance, local doctors note, a fox's wedding is a common expression used for times when it rains while the sun is still shining. According to the older folk here in Ibisugaoka, however, they also used this expression for when a young girl was spirited away. Folklore pertaining to gods and spirits becoming infatuated with human women is not something unique to Japan and can be found across the world. Ibisugaoka is no exception to this. Even here, there are of old tales of young girls being taken away on a fox's wedding and disappearing forever. During the Meiji and Taisho periods, the town elders would apparently reassure the families of missing daughters that they had been swept away by a fox lord and are now enjoying a life of luxury without care. So what would really be going on there is abductions and things like that, but in order to set the family at ease, they would lie and be like, oh, they were taken by either a spirit or some rich man would be taking care of their every need, so don't worry about them. But in reality, it was not good. You can see here that there are pills on this string. That is ending 1, the default ending. As we get more endings, that will fill out. But yeah, there's a bunch of new stuff to find. Drinking at this time of day. Same dialogue for that. However, there is a new location right off the bat. And you hear a laugh. I need a key. Research Journal Photo 1. A photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Abisugaoka. Regarding the legend of the sacred sword. However, it is said the sword's animosity continued to grow, even as it remained buried under the earth. So the people erected a sacred barrier around it using Jizo statues as anchors. If one wished to find the sword, they should start by looking for these Jizo statues first. It appears that the barrier works by creating a spiritual harmony that inhibits the sword's animosity. Harmony, yin and yang, the 5 elements of Wuxing. During this period, it was thought that everything was composed of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Therefore, 5 was a number associated with harmony. In other words, there should be 5 Jizo statues. Are 5 such statues located in this town? I expect tracking them down will prove a tremendous task. Maybe the Oizama-sama in town? Should take a look. But you can see there's a bunch of treasure chests around this house. Door is locked. Door's stuck. Please, I beg you. We're dead. A woman's magazine. My father isn't fond of seeing these around. What's up, Doc? Hey, T-Rex. How you doing? Scree! Hung out with friends, so I'm stuck at work later than usual. Good to see you, Seth. This is from Sakuko, but it's too cute for me. Good to see you guys. Honestly, I was not expecting T-Rex to show up. Not as, like, a dig at them, but as just kind of someone that is more a fan of Figgies than mine. But I appreciate you swinging by. Aside from a broken finger, I'm not bad. That's good to hear. Zoop. But yeah, we are on New Game Plus. We are shooting for what is called the UFO ending, or the joke ending. We should be able to finish that tonight. We are starting from the very beginning. Ouch. Yeah, it's an ouch situation. A boy's diary. I'm gonna be a treasure hunter. I'll make sure of it, and then I'm gonna become a millionaire by finding treasure all around the world. And not just hunting treasure. A real treasure hunter sometimes takes down big scary beasts and bad guys. Don't forget that they have to learn how to escape dangerous traps too. I was play fighting with this girl who lives next door when Mom got mad at me. She said, "What if you leave a scar on her face? Then nobody will marry her." What's that all about? I think the girl would be a really good treasure hunter, though. She always finds the hidden treasure when we play hide and seek. I want to become a treasure hunter with her someday. Figgy bumped you as he finished his stream. Figgy just wrapped up and he had said you were streaming, so I had to hop over. Well, I appreciate it. Good to see you. Good to have you. What I think is very cute, very funny. Oh, packing tips. A book by a well-known expert on how to carry large amounts of supplies. Increase inventory capacity. Right off the bat, getting treasure. But there is more than that. As I said before, there are treasure chests hidden all around the... Well, that certainly wasn't there before. Also sub, so expect me more often depending on when you stream. Aw, thanks. You're a real sweetheart. I typically stream kind of sporadically, but for Silent Hill F, I've been streaming basically every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. And usually go for a few hours, but you don't need to force yourself to stay up or anything. Treasure Hunt Game Note. You're real good at this. Not any bozo could find this one. Too bad this isn't the treasure, but points for trying. You were so close. Darn. But we got some chocolate. Kaboom! You got blown to smithereens by my doo-doo bomb and died. Anyone with half a brain would know this would be a trap. Aww. I love that it's just literally some child is setting these up and we get to read all of the notes. It's frankly amazing. Let's see this one. Hiya! You got stabbed by my doo-doo spear and died. Anyone looking around here for treasure is no more than fodder for my traps. We are dealing with a mastermind. This child will grow up to make Home Alone seem tame and Saw seem like an everyday occurrence. A faded bride doll. An old doll in the shape of a bride made from clay. It seems to have been forgotten for a long time. This is the treasure? It would seem so. And we only got doo-doo twice. I think that's pretty alright. We're doing alright for ourselves. Where is everyone? Bingo? Chizuruya is, of course, the... Oh, we got some more new info. Oh, no, I think it's just the same. Oh, no, we do have a new info log. When I was a child, I watched MacGyver and set up tripwire to trip my brother in at work. Hell yeah. MacGyver's the best. I like how everything in it is plausible. Not everything works one-to-one in real life, but one of my favorite shows for sure. Not to mention when the Mythbusters tested a bunch of the things he did, and they just straight up worked, or worked to a lesser extent. Because obviously it's a TV show, you're gonna get people exaggerating, but the science and things in it, very much real. The Inari-sama of Abisugaoka has been the guardian deity that has protected this town since the old days. But they can be capricious at times. Sometimes they'll turn into a fox and steal chickens and dried persimmons. Other times, they'll play tricks on children who don't listen to their parents. I also heard that when they fell in love with a woman they find desirable at first sight, they spirit her away to be their bride. Now, in reality, I fucking love persimmons. I fucking love persimmons! Grip in my hands. Offered the faded bride doll. Love MacGyver, really need to rewatch it. It's good, but don't watch the new one. The new one sucks. Gotta watch the OG. Huh. So that's the first of the Jizo statues. Real simple. But we're not going to be really focusing on the Jizo statues this playthrough, because, as I said before, we are going for the UFO ending, and that will end fairly quickly. I managed to find an American persimmon tree over the summer and got to try it. They're not bad.
運転手さんいませんか?
So T-Rex, do you know anything about the Silent Hill series? Once again, we know the symbolism of the decaying bird, as Hinako's name is, of course, referring to a bird. There was a shortcut up ahead. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. Persimmon tree. Not really. I know it's horror, and I think there's an enemy called Pyramid Head or something.
あの子がね。
Oh.
妬ましいわね。どうしてあの子なのよ。ねえ。噂をすればなんとやるだよ。
That's different from the first time. The first time through, we were told about a curse and that they don't envy her. But this time they're saying that they do envy her because she is being married into a high-status family of great wealth, the Tsunekis. So Silent Hill is a series known for its psychological horror, based off of movies such as Jacob's Ladder, and it does a lot through metaphors. For example, a lot of the monsters we face represent different aspects of how a character views the world that they're in. For instance, in this world, 1960s Japan, women are thought of as basically property of their husbands. So we see many enemies that are dolls, and these dolls are somewhat sexualized with emphasized breasts or butts as men would see them. But you also see their faces are distorted or removed as part of them not having an identity anymore. I'm not sure how far north they're native to, but they're not bad. Texture is your biggest issue. But the story is... There's multiple layers to the story. But everything has to do with the character's perception of the world. There isn't literally monsters taking over.
サクコ、どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。車が道を塞いでてさ。千鶴や？今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。
Didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was really funny. Yeet! Figgy is here. Disgusting. Welcome, Figgy. And of course, now we know that we are a traitor because we are leaving our best friend, Sakuko, behind when we go off to get married. So this game is Yo Figgy, perceiving the world is full of potatoes. Suda here, also playing Moria with Ro. Gross. I can't believe you would choose to be short. I do not know how the man multitasks doing this. Which man? Let's see. So for now, we're just going to continue on with the main story. Ro? What's Ro doing? It's Shu, our best homie. And he's going to give us the pills, but the most important thing that we do from this point on in New Game Plus is to never consume a single pill. Because over-reliance on anti-anxiety medication is really bad for you. And being in a drugged sort of trance state throughout your life is no way to live. Oh. Did he say that last time? Did he say my Hinako?
お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな
I feel like this is different, yeah.
シュウ君、お待たせ。
And look who the cat dragged in. This bitch. So Rinko is a fun take on the yandere stereotype in that they don't play it as cutesy or fun. She is just a bitch, essentially. She is just psycho.
会えると分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。ああ、貸したままでいいよ。インコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。んだとこんちくしょう。
It means you take my stuff.
笑いすぎだよ。サクコだってひなこから何か借りてるんじゃないの？私なんかあったかな？
Yeah.
ねえひなこ。じゃあ私
Tree
が借りてる
Fitty.
500円も返さなくていいよね。サクコ利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？言ってないよ。消耗あんなら出してみろ。
And then the fog closes
サ
in.
クコに貸すとき消しゴムであっても消耗書かせるから。そんな意地悪言わないでよ。
So we know by this point that the monster in the fog is, of course, Eris, you might have figured this out. If not, spoilers, not that big of a deal, since you were like 20 minutes away from the ending. That is, in fact, Hinako herself. An older version. Oh, by the way, content warning for agoraphobia. Probably should have led with that. I keep forgetting that that happens. But the creature chasing us, this shapeless form in the fog, is actually ourselves. And the character we are playing is not really Hinako, but a perception of her identity. So the fog represents Hinako trying to kill off her childhood self, to sever her from her friends, her family, those she cares about. Hardcore parkour. And leave her old life behind. Unfortunately, as this is the character we play as, we fight back. Alright, I never showed you the fungus I said Sakuko looks like. I will check it after. No, thank you. Whenever I think about scary stuff in games, I just think about the Ghost Stories dub, when the girl just goes, like the fleeing hare. Oh, I got a trophy. I guess because I didn't get grabbed by any of the things. But we hear a bell, and then the ladder drops. So that is in fact Junko, which is still curious to me why she would be helping the part of Hinako that doesn't want to fit into society. Because at this point, Junko is also married and wants her sister to get married to attain quote-unquote happiness. But Hinako is scared to go through with it. So, first thing I am going to do is I don't actually have any on me. I think it'll give me them in a second. Good thing I got this from Shu. Note from Shu, these painkillers should work best for you. Yada yada yada. What we are going to do immediately is discard all of these. Could be part of Junko that has a similar feeling. Possibly. And then also How do I... There we go. We're going to take those off and never use them. Oh, and we get a pipe right here. That's new. I guess we get to just start off with beating the crap out of anything that comes after us. Love to see it. Right out of the gate, we're swinging at those who oppose us. Have you played through this game before? Yes. This is New Game Plus. There are 5 endings to this game, and the first time you play through, you can only get one ending. So in order to get the rest, I have to play New Game Plus, where certain things change. More info is revealed about what's going on in the story. So, while I know quite a bit about what's going on, and I'm freely talking about it right now, in order to kind of help the audience, and also, I guess, myself, work through theories as to what it all means, there are a lot of parts that I have not seen. So as I go, I will be also building my own theories as to what is happening with the new information I get. Yeah, Silent Hill generally has multiple endings. Some of them do it really well, and others do a really piss-poor job. I think it's Silent Hill 2 that has, like, the really arbitrary restrictions on how to get certain endings. Like, you can only kill a certain amount of enemies, or if you look at an item in your inventory too many times, it affects the ending. Oh, hey there. Rude. But you can see the ball joints of this mannequin, long hair, naked. That's some bullshit. Yeah, it's really frustrating. But this game, much more simple. Rather than little arbitrary things like that, it's based on certain actions that you take in the game. Certain objects that you go through the trouble of getting, solving puzzles and stuff like that. So you have to go out of your way to get new endings, which I think is good. I think that's a really good way to handle it. Now, the first part of this game is going to be a little more tedious because we can't use pills to heal. But it shouldn't be bad enough to actually cause any issues. Here we are. This is the first part of the ending we are gunning for. Now, previously, when we dropped by here, we got a recording from Hinako's dad. Instead, we get news about a disaster that happened, bridge collapsed, and we don't know why. Oh my god, it's Mothman. It's the Mothman Bridge. Exactly. Wake up number 67, or whatever the number was. If you haven't seen the movie Mothman Chronicles, it's kind of slept on, and it's really fun. And it has one of my favorite moments of editing. The greatest transition of all time from a CT scan to a moth. And it is absolutely hilarious. Mothman Prophecies? That's it. Yeah. Yo, what up? Moth vibrate. Oh, it just shows... It doesn't show me the emote. It just shows the name of the emote. That's kind of funny. I wish that worked here. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Let's see. Looks like I have to wait to get to chapter 3, so after the first Dark Shrine level, I believe, is when we will get access. Hey, Oinari-sama. I'm actually a big fan of, like, Fox God, Mischief, the myths and stuff surrounding Fox deities. Ooh, got me. Uh-oh. Kind of bad. Kind of in a bad spot. Is it dead? I certainly hope so. And it fades to black. I guess I gotta lock in. Need to treat my wounds. Let's see. Bandages. There we go. Want that. Nothing in there. Anything at the table? Pills. Don't need those. Now let's head upstairs. We got more jelly, more pills, and a removed face. Yummy, yummy, yummy. The back door key. Sturdy looking barrel key, judging from its size and blades, should be used to open the back door. Now, previously, we did not have a weapon to defend ourselves, so we went ahead and just ran away. However, this time, because we were able to simply take out our foe, we are going to check out what's in here. Household tips for the good wife and wise mother. A collection of loving ways for mothers to create the perfect home. Lots of things telling women how to behave. So this is just another way out. I think there was something on the table. I think you're referring to the red capsule. This here. Yeah, these are medicine pills that are related to getting an ending. For all of the New Game Plus endings, you are not allowed to use any of them. It's a healing item. but if you use any, it locks you into ending 1, where Hinako develops a reliance on anti-anxiety medication that, frankly, not good. When using a restorative item, you will not be interrupted by normal attacks. That's not bad, but we don't really have a use for it. We have a pretty good setup right now. It's not even a good heal. Yeah, it's very, very minimal, kind of useless. But they give you a bunch at the beginning of the game as like, oh, here, use these if you're in a pinch. So, that's what you should do. Use the bloody key. Bloody hell, mate. I didn't believe this. Goddamn Muppets taking over the town. Never get used to it. All people disappeared. Instead, we got flesh lumps. Gross. I hope Shu's alright too. Rinko less. Rinko's a stinko. Let's see. More capsules. Bonk. Bing. Boom. Thank you. The air is too dry. I think I inhaled too much metal dust on top of that. My nose is sore. Mine kinda too, but it's more allergy related. My nose is just kinda like itchy. You know? Let's see what's over here. Another bandage. Heck yeah. We love thoroughly exploring our environment and stealing all the goodies. I love looting my neighbor's property. And an antique comb, which we can then offer to the gods for faith points. Chocolate is only sanity. Sanity is an unlimited resource for us because we are playing in story mode combat level right now. Because it makes it so I have more saves. Should I draw some Omamori or should I wait? What do you guys think? Health or stamina? Oh, I can get more Omamori slots now. But health or stam? Or sorry, as Figgy says, stamina. Hand is really itching where the wrap is there on the splint thing. Sorry to hear that, but yeah, unfortunately, that's one of the worst things our body does. For some reason, it makes, like, stam. Alright. For some reason, our bodies, when they're healing, they start to itch, and I've never understood why we come programmed with that. Health. Sorry, Seth, you were slow to the punch. The next one we do will be health, then. Oh, what's this? Diary of Revenge. According to the Nihon Shoki, one of Japan's most ancient history books, Yamada no Orochi, a colossal 8-headed dragon, demanded the sacrifice of a young girl for it to devour. You're not allergic to the wrap, are you? Is it adhesive? For T-Rex? Okay. Upon hearing this, the wild deity Susanoo no Mikoto brought 8 barrels of sake to the dragon and lured it into drinking them. Once Yamada no Orochi became intoxicated, he slew the dragon by chopping off all 8 heads. Can you blame me for being slow? I'm at work. I can blame you for anything, Seth. It's my power. I can complain when I want to, and I can make anything seem like a chore, no matter how simple a task it is. And according to Abisu Gaoka's oldest historical records, after being decapitated, one of Yamada no Orochi's heads flew far west and fell between the mountains of Higa no Kuni. Not to my knowledge, and I think it has a bit of adhesive. The head eventually came back to life as a poisonous water dragon that plagued the land for many years to come. Huh. So that's the origin of the poison dragon, the poison water dragon that we heard about at the shrine last time, that I assumed was a underground water deposit and leaked arsenic into the geyser that erupted, causing a wide outbreak of illness. So I assume that's the real records. Yeah. Higa no Kuni is known now as Abisugaoka. There are records of toxic gas leaks from the underground water streams in the past. It is highly possible that this is where the legend of a poisonous water dragon stemmed from. Yeah. Ooh, fascinating, because I think each head is associated with a different element and whatnot. I don't know if that part is true. I know it is in Okami, which, by the way, we're getting a sequel. We're getting an Okami 2. Oh! But I don't know if in actual mythology Yamada no Orochi had, like, different elemental alignments for each head, or if it was just kind of like, it's a monster, it's poisonous, kind of like the Hydra. Fuck yeah, exactly. I am so hyped. Also, still waiting for more news on the new game in the Shadow of the Colossus series, because it looks like it has frickin' mechs in it, and I am so hyped. However, while local records state that the Yamada no Orochi's head flew here, there is no mention of this in the Nihon Shoki. It's not hard to surmise that some shameless individuals put a religious spin on the noxious leaks to turn a profit, and falsify connections using famous literature to solidify their claim. There's gonna be what? Yeah, the makers of Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian. Yeah, we're feasting with the game gods. Damn, yeah. Bear in mind, they've been announced. We don't have dates or even, like, much info about them right now. Hey, a kitchen knife, too. I'm getting so much more items already.
Hinako.
So this is where we would normally pick up the pipe for the first time. Woohoo! I got jukes. Come on. So we have flash steps. Let's see if I can get her to try and... Yeah, there we go. When she flashes like that, you can do a heavy attack to perform a counter. You'll see me forget this mechanic a lot, but it exists, and it's awesome. And in Devil Trigger form, it's not actually called Devil Trigger, you automatically, no matter what you hit, you counter enemies. So it's pretty good. Hello? Oh, hello! I see you up here. You are very, very naughty. Come back. What is this, a toolkit? Heck yeah. Toolkits are for repairing... Ooh, that got me. That was good. That was good. That was an effective jump scare. Because we saw it walking around up here, and I assumed we would see it further ahead as well, kind of luring us into some kind of trap. I didn't expect them to spring it that quickly. But they got me. They got me good. I'm gonna see you later. I'm a bit tired and I have to be up early tomorrow. So, peace, y'all. Take care of yourself, T-Rex. I appreciate you dropping by and even dropping a sub. You're a real one. I will see you around either on Figgy's channel or when I stream next. Take care of yourself. Got some lemonade. I still can't believe I never put together lemonade as lemonade. That's so obvious. Now that I know it. Shoo, can you hear me? Oh. Oh my gosh. Bonk. Speaking of jump scares, scared my roommate. Did you not wear the bell? You forgot to wear the bell, didn't you? Let's go ahead and repair our pipe. Might as well, right? It's got a higher range than our knife. So I think it behooves us to continue using it. Not to mention, it carries us pretty far. Especially with the omamori that I got from... No, I had it on me. That's the funny part. Oh my god! Hard to tell if you're super stealthy or if your friend is just oblivious. Our current setup is the horse, which makes it so we use less stamina when fighting or sprinting. The spider, which decreases weapon durability consumption when performing light attacks, which is a godsend. That's such a good ability. And then the Suzerain Omamori, which makes perfect dodge easier to perform. And perfect dodges are capped off with that slow-mo witch time kind of effect. Red capsules. Again. No thank you. Oh my god, we get a baseball bat? Man, they're giving us all the good stuff. No hesitation. We are in this thing. I can confirm both. Lamau. Let's see. Pray. We'll get health next time. For now, I'm going to stick with the pipe. I'm going to see if skipping... Yeah, okay. So the way skipping works in New Game Plus is that it will give you a heads up. You've accidentally scared... You don't know how many people you've scared when trying not to. Impressive, dog. But, the way skipping works in New Game Plus is it will give you a heads up if the scene contains something new. The scene contains content you have not seen yet. Would you like to skip anyway? So like that. So I'm going to hit back, and let's see what changes. Sometimes the changes are subtle, sometimes it's kind of pointless. That was not pointless. I was going to say the intro, the reason I let it play out, the song, was because technically that is a new cutscene, because it has about 2 seconds. Offer up both flesh and blood, so that our clan may prosper. Shoo! Holy shit! What clan? The Tsunekis, who we were introduced to late game. But yeah, I'm interested to see how the puzzles work in this, because I have... Wow, that is so much simpler. I put it on casual, story difficulty, whatever you want to call it, so that I can just blaze through. So we can very clearly see that the knot on this one is that. This 3 loops goes back there. The big knot goes there. This one with the 2 goes there, and then this one goes there. That is really simple. The hard difficulty one is matching the leaf pattern, and then obviously the Lost in the Fog one is insane. Oh. Oh yeah, that was way easier. Is this a new cutscene? No, it's not. Okay. Wow. Didn't even begin to drain my health. Also not a new cutscene. So I'm going to skip any cutscenes that aren't new, just to save time. But yeah, in case anybody thought this game was subtle, walking through this area as the other Hinako, she literally says, like, this place is so twisty, it's like walking through my mind. Guys, I think this represents her mind palace. I think this is Persona 5 Mind Palace. Guys. Oh, this puzzle's gonna be so much easier as well. Oh, it seems to have a blade in its mouth. I didn't realize that, like, it dropped it from its mouth before. That's a cool detail. And we get the Kaiken, which translates pretty well to boob knife, as Ro keeps telling me and giggling about like a child. Scrap of paper. What a beautiful place this is. Sparkling lakes, fragrant flowers, the melodic chirps of birds singing. This must be paradise. Y'all hear any birds? Y'all see any sparkling lakes, or do you just see like this murky ass water of doom and gloom?
死んじゃう。
Look at him. He's so happy to be here. There he is. Birds? I don't hear no burbs. Although technically I guess Hinako, again, namesake, bird. She is a bird that is being caged. Despite all my rage, I am still just a bird in a cage. Investigate the shrine vault. And more capsules, which we will not be using. Ooh. She can hear herself then. Must be nice to actually be able to parse it. All I hear is just endless thoughts. And I'm kind of tired of the endless thoughts, to be honest. Sometimes I wish they would just not. As I pass into the world of the dead. Excuse me. I pray only that I do not pass through the gates of hell. Please, hear my prayer. You know what? Valid concern. And an adult, what's it doing here? Same. Well, unfortunately, we have to interact with it to get the info we need. So for the info, we have send forth to the sky a crane, to the earth a serpent, to the spring a tortoise. Why did you speak, Hinako? Why? Wait, what did she say? Ow. He comboed me. Well, that's okay. We got him. Let's see. So we are looking for a crane, a tortoise, and something else. She said go away and then it charged her. Yeah. It is, if you didn't know, blind. So it tracks based on sound. I didn't even pick up on that. She yelled at it. Probably not the best thing to do, but again, she's a newbie to survival horror. She don't know the rules. A snake. Some snake. Oh, there it is. I see a snake. Boop. Seems right. Better look for more. I'm a sneaky snake. Oh, was there something over here? Yes, there was some kutsu tea. I could go for like some green tea right now, honestly. To whoever happens to read this note, it becomes so easy if you just stop and give up. After all, you're already among the dead. Could not have timed that better. Yeah. But yeah, these seem to be the sentiments of other women. These brides who kind of gave up and just accepted their role in society. Now the game is much as on the nose as it was before. It is now even more overt in its subject matter. Love to see it. Let's see what we got here. Mom, Dad, I don't think I'll make it home. I just wish I could see you one last time. Mayumi. We actually have a name there now. Tortoise and a crane. That's the crane, right? Yep. Simple. Very, very simple. Yeah, we're getting more info with every note or thing we read. And there's a turtle. And then I don't think there's going to be the cat Omamori anywhere since we already have it. What is this, a band-aid? Heck yeah. What's up, bro? Is there a way over there? Yes, there is. We could just bypass the security. Fun fact, you can bypass the security if you have a knife. That's a lie, don't try that. Please, please. Whoops. Rude. Love the impact behind the counter. It's like a visceral hit from Bloodborne. You just tear them apart. Maybe in Florida? Maybe. Man, why does God give his drunkest drivers his fastest cars? So drunk you can't stand up? Yeah, dumbass, that's why you sit down when you drive. Okay, what am I doing? We can just search here. So we get that, down, and then snake. Simple. And now we get the Jade Keyblade again.
受け取ってもらえて嬉しい。淡雪の宝玉より削り出して作った君のための鍵だ。
Yo, can I have your lantern, bro? That one seems better. Don't trust the fox mask. I'm stuck on a rock. No real point in dealing with him because I already got hit, so unfortunate. I won't be getting that trophy again. There's a trophy for making it through this chase sequence without taking any hits. Alas, I am not that skilled. Oh, it's a new cutscene. I am curious about what breaks down the door when she closes it, so I guess we're going to be shown what it is. Or who. Rip the trophy. Yeah. Not that big of a deal. Only a select few may tread this sacred ground. Why, of course. It's your venue. And Hinako is rushing forwards. So, due to pressure from her family and society, I assume that's the reason why she is so eager to go through with the marriage, but she's not actually eager. The doll. What? Oh my god. The doll is the demon. I freaking knew that Annabelle punk was up to something.
Hinako.
I thought the doll was my friend. Although to be fair, I'm pretty sure she still is because she's trying to stop. Trying to stop Hinako from going through with the wedding, denying her own identity, and getting rid of her childhood, her true self, whatever you want to call it. Note that in the base ending, the doll does not say, kill Hinako Shimizu. It says, save her. But even so, the Hinako we play as does not, instead opting to kill her. And spoilers, we won't be able to save her until we get the true ending, which unfortunately we have to do a couple more endings first. We need to complete at least 3 endings. Unique endings, so we already have the first one. We need to get 2 more, one of which is the UFO ending can be. Hold on, let me look at the map real quick. I need to get over. I think I need to backtrack. Oh no, actually it's forward. It's closer to Rinko's home. So we don't have to backtrack. Instead, I can just keep rushing forward. Ever onwards, ever forwards, yes. Is this the right way? No. I think this was blocked last time. So that's a new area. We'll explore that another playthrough. Because again, this one, none of the stuff we collect will really carry over or anything, and I'd rather stuff be a surprise for later. So we're going to basically blitz through and just do the story parts for now. Until we get the goofy ending. Another dead end. Alright, so we gotta go this way. Sup, creepy scarecrow. Man, the fence does so much damage. What happened here? Yeah, we see claw marks going along, tearing things up. I'll still be stopping occasionally to loot stuff because I'm human. Research Photo 2. A photo attached to a research journal appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Abisugaoka regarding the legend of the sacred sword. We'll go back and do that because we do need to collect this sacred sword or complete this puzzle for a different ending. But again, not for this one. So we're just going to ignore it and treat it as something we get to see later. This way. Then this way. Oh, no? Not feeling it? Okay. She don't want that smoke? Oh, never mind, she does. Get back here. Bunk! We reppin' the streets of Abisugaoka! None may stop us. Is it this one? No, we have to get over a bit. Alright, alright. Anything in here? No. The horrors remain, yet I stay silly. The horrors persist, but they shall not take me. For I am Inari's silliest soldier. We got a bandage. A bandage. Oh. Let's see, so we do have to go sort of this way. Is it this way? Yeah, come on. Come on, you want this smoke? I got all the smoke. You ain't nothing. You ain't bad. You ain't bad. Oh my god. So many critical hits. I assume those are critical hits. But yeah, but. Anything back here? No? Okay. That's cool. Rage. And now we are looking for a poster. I think it's supposed to be over here. Oh yeah, and there it is. The Great Space Invasion 1. Now in brilliant color, The Great Space Invasion. Experience terror like never before with the invasion of the body-snatching aliens. Whoa. Space Wars! Shu watched this movie when he was young and came up with the Space Wars game we used to play. I watched it back then too because my dad dragged me to see it. I don't have any memories of that time, but according to my dad, it scared me so much I couldn't stop crying for days. Yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers is not for the faint of heart. Although I still love referencing the ending. Just going... the weird point and noise... I don't think that scared me so much as it was just like, okay, bud, okay. I should have been paying attention. That's like a Dark Souls jump scare where they push you off a ledge, where it's not really scary, it's just like, oh, god damn it, I should have realized that was coming. Oh no, my ting be broke-did? That's no good. Let me eat a little snack cake. Pull out a knife.
Hinakoか? この気持ち悪いのには触るなよ。毒があるかもしれない。右の庭から回ってこっちに来い。
わかった。
See anything around here? First aid kit. Ew. Red capsules. Ew. Steel pipe. That's my wife. The heck was that noise? Did something fall? Toolkit! I need a key. The key that is there. A lemonade. It's in here. Bandage. A bandage in this trying time. May I offer you an egg in this trying time? You will give me an egg. Right, and we can go ahead and skip that. Oh, that was annoying. Ow. Alright, there we go. And while he is recovering, we are going to go ahead and continue cranking this. Woo! And also, just for giggles, I'm gonna fight these.
Hinako, 蔵の窓だ。急げ。
Is there anything actually worth looting in here? Oh. Is that another one? Ow. Rude. So there doesn't appear to be anything in here, so no real reason to stick around. Sad face.
なんとかな。
Head to Rinko's house. Rinko the Stinko. Let's see. What could we possibly get from a Stinko like her? Ugh. Let's go ahead and repair our bat. That will behoove us in the puzzle ahead. Some bandage. Bandage. More chocolate. And some higashi. Actually, let's see. We can probably enshrine some of this. Get a little more faith. Faith! Without love, faith can't get enough. Let's go ahead and get rid of our chocolate and our higashi. And then continue on to where Shu is. Oh. Sup, doll? And we have a sickle. Let's go ahead and replace our kitchen knife with that. Who are you? Why do you always have to be different than everyone else? Freak. Fucking rude. Woman, woman, woman. Man. So the one that's different, I'm going to assume this one, because it actually has a weapon. Yeah. Article, child drowns in waterway. On the evening of the 7th, a 5-year-old girl fell into the waterway of a rice field and subsequently drowned to death. Authorities believe she accidentally fell in while playing. That reminds me of one of the lines from the first ending part where Hinako is running through the city, and one of the monsters jump her with a line that said, "You stole Shu from me." Yeah. This puzzle kind of represents Rinko. And then we follow the pointer finger. That's pretty cool, seeing the blade shine in the fog. Who are you? Honestly, you're helpless without me. What? What kind of hint is that? You're helpless without me. So I guess one that is alone. That's such a weird... Maybe it's this one, because it doesn't have a weapon to defend itself. It's helpless. Apparently that's the right answer. Article, child drowns in waterway. To the children of Abisugaoka, good kids don't play near waterways. Be especially careful when there's been a lot of rain, because water levels will rise. Good kids don't play in crop fields. Watch out for those reservoirs and ponds, because they're dangerous too. Sorry, that just reminded me of like a what's the dance? What is it? The kids, the poppin' and the lockin'. Or like they move one part at a time. Who are you? I'll be your friends, otherwise you'd be so miserably alone. Who are you? And I'm so sorry. These two are looking at each other. Are these ones looking at each other? These two are kind of together. These two are together. Is it this one? Why does it have like a heart there? Uh-oh. It was in fact not that one. Beat her in the coochie. What was the hint again? Who are you? I'll be your friend, otherwise you'd be so miserably alone. Oh, actually, this one's the only one with a blade again. Maybe that has something to do with it? Nope! Whew. Feisty there. I'll be your friend, or else you'll be all alone. This one? This puzzle feels timed, even though it's not. The game is saying, I'm tired of waiting. Yeah, a little bit. Ooh, a bird. That might be... That's meant to be Hinako's kind of symbol. Around 6 p.m., the girl's family discovered her floating face down in the waterway after being carried 2 kilometers downstream from where she initially fell in. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead on arrival. Multiple accidents have occurred due to this waterway in the past, but a single prevention measure has yet to be put in place. Well, that seems very irresponsible. Throw it back now. I was trying to be like, you know, had to sneeze. Oh, are you guys coming too? Alright, come on. Our friends are following along. Who are you? Tell me truly, you two aren't anything more than friends, right? I've always been watching you when you weren't looking, you know. I assume that means this one who has the other one watching them. So, parents and guardians, When children are lost and begin to panic, they become less able to pay attention to their surroundings. There have been numerous reports of children running around areas they are not familiar with, then falling into waterways and reservoirs and drowning. If you come across a lost child, please offer your help to them. Something, something laid back. Oh no, I don't think that's the right way. I'm gonna go this way. Hey, how you doing? Who are you? You, yes, you. Listen to her run. Don't waste your time on me, you're already the voice inside my head. Okay, I thought that was one that was... No, it's this one. I saw that coming from a mile away. Who are you? You. Yes, you. Stand still, laddie. I don't know, is there one pointing at like another? Again, I feel this is kind of freaking vague. Maybe this one? Lucky guess! This evening, the lifeless body of Shimizu Hinako was found in a crop-field waterway after she presumably drowned to death. Okay. Okay, alright. No, alright. It is suspected that she panicked after losing her way and began running around in the dark. This is likely when she stumbled and fell into the waterway. The name of the actual child who tragically drowned has been replaced with cutout letters of my name. What a disgusting prank. Heading home from work now. If you're still going when I get home, I'll be back. I plan on going until I get the UFO ending, so I've got a little while to go, yeah. But stay safe, Seth, on your trip home. If Eris is still here, I assume they have fallen asleep. That's okay, that's so Eris.
Hinako.
読んでみよう。リンコ、俺だ。シュウだ。いるなら返事してくれ。
Alright, this is a new cutscene, so I'm gonna let it play.
来てくれた
Hinako も無事でよかった。
Yeah, good to see you too.
私は大丈夫。でも誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし。
She got raptured. Graham went to heaven.
何が何だかわからないよ。
Where are you? Hey, it's the doll again.
どうして。
これ以上ここに留まるのは危険だ。
So who or what does the doll represent?
街を出るって、お父さんやお母さんは、みんなは。助けを呼ぶためにも、今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない。
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない。助けるためにも一度脱出する必要があるんだ。
でも街を出るって言っても、あれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ。
そっちの窓から天井が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
嘘だろ。
鉄橋が。
I can't believe Rinko destroyed the bridge just to spite me.
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう。
柊の家の裏山を抜けるのか。あの山越えられるの。
わさび田への道がある。うちだけの抜け道だ。リンコ、念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい。
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。あ、私も一緒に行こう。手伝う。
相棒が一緒なら安心だ。
And then, as we know, Rinko will push us down the stairs, but I'm interested to see...
台所どこだっけ?
Everything they show. Do it. Embrace the dark side of the Force. Okay. That didn't feel like anything new. We didn't actually see the shove. So that felt kind of pointless. What happens? Where are you? I'm so sorry. I cannot think. I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody and always. And this pain tonight. And this pain to don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Kermie. I'm going to commit crimes. And here we have, the mask that will eventually be put on Hinako. A perspective on Hiragami. It is a core tenet of Shintoism that each land throughout all Japan is protected by its own deities. From this, people pray to the gods so that they and their lands might be blessed. In turn, their belief strengthens the gods and gives them the ability to better protect the land in a beneficial cycle of reciprocation. Thus, the bond between humans and gods is vital to the prosperity of both. If the underlying strength of this bond can indeed be explained through mortal blood, then the reason for the gods joining themselves in sacred matrimony to mortals who call their land home become evident. Perhaps it is through the addition of their blood that the bonds between mortals and God is strengthened. And if this is true, then I should think that frequently upholding such forms of unification would be best for all involved. However, in practice, marital bonds between mortal and deity are vanishingly rare. It is a mystery why this is so, or perhaps I find the greater mystery to be, why was I chosen? Choji. Hell yeah. That's a lot of boxes. And if we assume there's an arm in each one, no bueno. Oh, but hey, I got a new bag, so who cares? Mandate of the clan. Drain from the sacrifice her blood, sparing not a drop, and add unto it wine that has been distilled 8 times. Spare her body of its earthly viscera, and fill it instead with rice that has been mixed with the master's saliva before sealing it shut with needle and thread. In the dark shall the vessel rest undisturbed until the redolent odor of wine rises from her skin. Adorn her in fine garments befitting a bride, then set her afloat on a raft of straw so her blood wine may seep into the water's surface. Do this, and into the depths she shall sink, quelling the wrath that waits below. What? I am so curious about what this whole water dragon thing is. I can't wait for that payoff. For them to reveal something that blows my mind. I'm missing something. Yes, I am. But I'm pretty sure I have to investigate that in order for things to start moving. Let's go ahead and do I have anything to enshrine some Higashi? Might as well, right? Do I have any emmos? No. I need 300 more, or 260 more. What is this? A storage room key. Right, that's what we needed. Nothing here. Not that way. Perhaps this way? I do not recall. Shriveled Abureage. Is this a stage? The whole world's a stage. We are but actors upon it. I think Shakespeare said some shit like that once. I don't know, I kind of dozed off. Right, we already opened that. Which means the storage shed is this one? Yeah. They sure do store some shed. So, no shed? That was a noise. Don't believe the fox's words. Stay away from the western room. Too bad. Too bad. I'm gonna ignore you. I don't care. And we have a bunch of people. I assume one of them was, what's her name? Moo something? Don't trust him. I'ma trust him. You can't stop me. Oh, do we have a friendy friend? Walking around here somewhere? Do I need to stab a punk? Oh, somehow she got me. Oh, she's got a... I didn't realize she's got a katana. Or is that a wakizashi? It's a full-length sword, is what I'm saying. She ain't got no baby knife like the ones in town. Nah. She on that real shit. She don't play. And I respect that. Not much, but I do. Don't waste your time on me. Oh no, my lantern. There we go. Now we got a real weapon. Toodaloo. Oh, I can't go that way. It must be special. I'll hold on to it for a bit. Heck yeah, I will. Save and continue. You who wears my friend's face shall perish. Let's take that dried carcass. Hold on, wait, what was that? Hey, a band-aid. I'm a big kid now. No, I wanna... There we go. I wanted to parry her. Because I wanted to see what the parry animation is, and it is nothing really interesting. TBH. You know what? For the sake of expedience, I am not going to stop and read any of the stuff. We will do that on a subsequent playthrough. And we're just going to rush through to the parts where we need to do things to get the UFO ending. Can't believe we have Zoidberg in this game. You gonna... excuse me? Excuse me? Alright, I guess I will just not respect you if you are not going to respect the counter. Why bother countering when you can just break their face? Rude AF. It's raining women. Dear God, stop. It's raining women. Ah! This is a dumb joke. Hinako, Hayaku! Come on. How the heck? How the heck? What the hell? What the hell? I heard some noises, but I wasn't about that, so I didn't bother to stop and look. Well, since we now have enough to increase our health, we are going to do that. And then record our progress and continue. Hayaku, Hayaku.
そっちにいるの? Sakuko.
And now the memory of destiny. Giggling children. Not my scene. This way. It didn't matter. Hey, we managed to do it without getting hit. I think that's a trophy. Is that a trophy? Did I already get that trophy? I might have already gotten it. First aid kit. Band-aid, first aid kit. We'll take the first aid kit for now. Actually, we are going to also equip it instead of chocolate for some reason that is on our bar. We are going to offer divine water, and let's just send it. Oh, wrong way. Let's go say hi to our good buddy. Hey, Sakuko.
裏切り者。
咲子、どうして
裏切り者。
一体何なの？
自分に嘘をつかないで。
Stop lying to myself.
避けてごらん。
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. I'm not supposed to be here right now. Ow. Hey, I dodged that sad face. Or I guess I didn't, but I hit the button. There we go. And we have a new cutscene.
つきものの分際でここへ踏み入ろうとはおるかな。
今のは
君についてきた汚れだろう。もう失せた。安心していい。属性に生きる以上汚れがつくことは仕方がない。払えばいいだけのことだ。行こう。この先は神聖な領域だ。私も君も汚れは持ち込めない。ここで汚れを落とす。
Ah, yes. The old swish, swish, swallow. Scene that apparently got me in trouble because people online don't bother to look at context. What is context to someone in YouTube comments who gets to... Hey, Seth, what up? What is context to people in YouTube comments who get to pretend like they have the moral high ground because they refuse to acknowledge context? Not even gonna lie, that water looks so refreshing though.
Sa, kimi mo.
But did you travel safely, Seth? Oh no.
大丈夫。
Make 'em up.
ただの水だよ。
Wow, don't trust Fox Mask. Who'd have thunk? Ah, here's a new bit. Flash forwards of what's going to happen. Oh, Seth, you might want to look away if they're actually just going to show... No, they're not? Okay. Oh, no, they are. Great. Not in as much gruesome detail, but still not great.
おい、しっかりしろ。
ドジだね。あんた階段から落ちたんだよ。
Yeah. Whoops.
腕、どうした？
あれ、引っ掛けて破いちゃったのかな。
Good thing I was taking off my shoes and not watching the
痛むと
screen.
ころはないか？
Yeah, sorry about that.
それはよかった。
Again, new scenes, even if they reference old material, I will not be able to really give heads ups. I'll try, but
どうした？
alas, only so much I can
こ
do.
う、時間を無駄にした。
よし。
Weren't you gonna get that
私をちゃんと
health
守って
kit
よ。
from the kitchen,
ひなこみたいに強
Rinko?
くないんだから。
No?
分かってる。俺から離れるな。
Thanks, Seth. Yeah,
目指すは俺の家だ。
I hoped you wouldn't be upset, but it's more,
俺が先頭行く。相棒はしんがりを。
分かった。
私はシンクの後ろにいるね。真ん中なら安心だし。
Alright, we are now on chapter 5, which means we are able to complete this ending this chapter. Where is it we have to go? We gotta go. Appreciate your concern greatly. Aw, no problem. We have to go down there. Okay, so we have a ways to walk. So picturesque and nice. This town would be really cool if it wasn't frickin' haunted by, God? Question mark. I don't know what Inari counts as. Or Yamada no Orochi. Yokai, maybe? So, shoot.
こっちだ。大丈夫か、相棒。
Nope, no monsters on my tail. We got a new toolkit. Heck yeah. Yokai seem more accurate? Yeah. But the issue is Inari is a deity. And is specifically worshipped here. So, who knows? And then back here is a Jizo statue that we will be able to interact with later. The character from Mizuwater can faintly be seen etched on the stone base. Oh my god, I'm having psychic visions. Is that Sakuga's family shrine? Yeah, it probably considers itself something like that. Yeah, Inari is very humble, as we know. I'm not going to bother with going to Sakuga's shrine, because, again, we don't get anything out of it. But in the next couple endings, we will. So I figured I will save seeing what changes for then. Lots of squelches.
Sensei, いますか?
Nothing? Okay. It's just me, or there are more of those weird monsters? I'm pretty sure there's more of those weird monsters. Let's see. We need to go down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. Be a number one with a bullet. Loaded guard complex, cack it and bullet. Is it this way? No. You there! Halt! In the name of the law! Crimes against fashion. The fashion police are after you. What the heck is with this ball joint fashion statement? Ugly. Oh. There we go. Accidentally opened the menu while I was going through. We want to go down, over. Sorry, I'm looking at a map that, is this the way I want to go? Or do I want to go down through there? No, I do want to go this way. Okay. Is this the beer poster? Yeah. Real men drink odory beer. Yeah. Bam. Bam. Boom. We are the wham. Bam. Shine-a-lang, da-da-da-da-da-da.
相棒はこっちだ。
Aibo. I wonder if the other runs will show such explain if this specific series of events is something only Hinako experiences, or if it's a shared experience with Rinko and especially Shu. I don't think this is actually Rinko and Shu. I think that this is kind of the perception of them. This is the right way, right? Yeah, okay. Cut towards the alleyway, towards middle school. Fair, yeah. And then do I want to go down there, or do I want to continue this way? I think I want to continue this way. The truck should be gone. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to take it right up here. Oh. I guess I wonder that with Shu, because of the fact that he's... one sec. Because he's the source of the medication? Maybe. Unsure. Chocolate, again, not really useful. Alright, we gotta go down some more. Oh dear. You want to give me time to, like, back up? No? Girlie is quick on the draw. Oof. There we go. Nothing here, sad face. Is it in here? Is this it? Hey, new pipe. Let's grab that. Yep. The Great Space Invasion 2. Inconceivable! Is there a secret invasion of body-snatching aliens? They may already be among your loved ones. Ooh. 2 UFOs. My goodness. And now we want to head to... we want to head back up the way we came. We're actually going to backtrack quite a bit from the looks of it. We got some distance to cover. But that's okay because we are probably like 10 minutes away from the ending. Crazy, right? want to go to... Chizuruya. Hey, what's up, girl? This way. The Great Space Invasion 3. The mothership has dispatched countless miniature UFOs. These tiny round discs attach themselves to innocent folks' heads and brainwash them to take over their body. Have you noticed any strange objects on the back of your loved ones' heads? Let's look at the journal real quick. Since this was the inspiration for Space Wars, I was thinking that it'd be an exciting story. Apparently that only applies to the last scene, with the rest of it just being a sci-fi horror movie. Shu didn't like that when he was younger, so it was his dream to fight back with his very own space army. That's one of the things I like about Shu. He doesn't let reality hold him back. Nyah. He's our buddy. Bestest buddy. And then we want to head towards Chizuruya. So this way. Okay. Movie review. That entry only supports my theory. Maybe movie review of The Great Space Invasion. Although this work features UFOs and humans who are being controlled by aliens, the aliens themselves never make an appearance on screen. Instead, this film illuminates the corrosive power of suspicion. Sometimes trying to distinguish one's fellow man as friend or foe can be the real horror. In one particularly chilling scene, local residents of the town where the UFO was sighted are mistakenly targeted as body-snatching aliens. The accusing humans scream and jeer as they send their own kind to the detention center. What's worse, anyone who dares speak against the group is seen as one of them and is locked up as well. One can only ask oneself, is coerced solidarity amongst humans really solidarity at all? At the end of the movie, the number of people killed during the alien invasion is shown. Interestingly, far more humans were killed by their fellow man than attacked from UFOs. Perhaps the aliens left Earth at the end not because they lost, but because they believed that humankind was not worth taking over. The Great Space Invasion is a movie that provides somewhat interesting social commentary to its audience, but anyone looking forward to a fun action romp will be sorely disappointed. Rating 6.5 out of 10. What is this? Oh my god, it's an old anime. Oh my god, I love this.
奴らの仕業かもしれない。
奴ら？
そう、宇宙人だよ。奴らは地球をずっと狙っている。そして隙あらば人間をさらい入れ替わっているんだよ。リンコだって俺だってヒナコだってひょっとしたら本人のふりをしている宇宙人かもしれない。
Oh my god.
私は宇宙人じゃない。見破る方法はあるのか？あるよ。あんた死んだはずじゃん。そいつにやられて。
こは私が作った対宇宙人決戦用人型サーチ&デストロイロボのロボコちゃん。この子は人間に化けた宇宙人を見つけて自動で駆除してくれるの。バッテリー切れね。
じゃあそいつに殺されたあのサクコは宇宙人？
私そいつに追いかけ回されたんだけど。
It killed the body
宇宙人の
snatcher.
匂いがついてたみたい。ひなこが宇宙人かもしれないし、ひなこの身近な友人が宇宙人かもしれない。あいつらは記憶までコピーする。でも完璧じゃないな。ひなこ、何か自分しか知らない秘密を話して。
リンコはシュウの髪の毛を集めて自分の枕に入れてたことがある。いや
そういうのおまじないで夢くらい見たっていいでしょ。
That's weird.
次、リンコ。
ひなこは林間学校でパンツを脱衣所に忘れて名乗り出られなかったことがある。リンコ、
Gross.
地獄の炎で焼かれろ。
このパンツは誰のだって先生が呼びかけるけどさ、あれ名乗り出られるわけないよな。
昭和ってプライバシーなかったからね。
リンコは体育を休んだ時にシュウの脱いだ服を。
ひなこはシュウと喧嘩した次の日にシュウのリコーダーに。
俺宇宙人より女子の方が怖えよ。
Yeah, bro, I'm with
それ
you.
までお互いの記憶に間違いはないようだね。じゃあ次は私たちだね。シュウは青年誌のグラビアページをスクラップしてて本棚の裏に隠してる。
How would you know that?
水着ポスターにクラスの女子の顔写真を貼り付けたことがある。
待て待て、
Weird.
分かった。じゃあ今度は俺の番だ。
These kids are so freaking horny.
サクコがブラをつき始めたのは小6の新学期から。ひなことリンコは小5の夏休み明けだ。どうだ。
宇宙人ではなかったけれど
女
Bruh.
の敵はあぶり出せたようね。
ひなこやお家に帰るよ。
宇宙人は大丈夫？
町内会の人たちがみんなやっつけてくれたぞ。
じゃあね。
Wait, you forgot to check them. Oh no.
今夜はね、ひなこの大好きなハンバーグだよ。
それお姉ちゃんの好物だってば。
The dog. That was cute. Still weird that Japan plays off like weird pervy stuff as. Oh my god, this beat though. No words, only groove. But once again, it was the dog all along. They really nailed the 80s sci-fi vibe, yeah. If all of the credits are goofy like this, with like the little piece of art, I might let more play. I thought it was just gonna be the same credits throughout, but if they're all unique like this, I will definitely let them play. Also, I really like the emphasis on the sacred tree in this art style, where it's like looming over the town. The fog monster being a robot is funny as well. Oh my god. There are people on it. Wait, why is Shu so caked up? The world isn't ready for that answer. Okay, so this is just normal credits. The Great Space Invasion! And you can see we have unlocked a new ending. So, now that is there. So, for now, that was the UFO ending, the joke ending. Next time, we will be doing ending C, I think, or ending 3. I believe titled The Fox Wets Its Tail. And then from there, we will then do the Fox Wedding, and finally, the true ending. So, I hope you will join me in the future for more. I hope you enjoyed yourself today as much as I did. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, or share with those who might enjoy. And, most of all, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.